Vantika, congratulations for an amazing performance at Grand Swiss and also for becoming the 21st WGM of India. Very long trip for you, but a very successful one.
Thank you.
You traveled a lot, yeah, last few months.
Yeah, like first we went to Budapest. I played 3 tournaments over there. Then we went to Bulgaria to play junior under 21 round table.
Hmm.
Then we played 2 tournaments in Armenia and then Grand Swiss in Riga.
Oh my God. So you played like seven events and it started from which? Somewhere in September or what?
In August, from August 20th.
August 20th to like 8th or 9th of November.
Yeah.
So you were away from home for nearly what, 3 months?
Yeah.
And how was your experience?
Yeah, I think it was very good. I got a lot of experience and exposure. And like for in between, I kind of started feeling tired in the starting, but then slowly, like just kept on playing and it worked well.
So you went with an ELO of around 2300?
Yeah, it was 2286 when I started.
Hmm.
I increased 30 points and got my last WGM norm in the first event. So
Acha.
that time I became 2315.
2315. And when you played the Grand Swiss, your rating was 2322, and then you
Yeah,
gained 50 ELO points there, around 51 or so. So you are now 2374 or something. What's your
yeah. It's I think it's not 2381.
2381?
Yeah, because I gained little bit in Armenia also. So
Wow, that makes you like India number five, if I'm not mistaken.
maybe India number still India number 6 because Bhakti Didi is I think number 5 and before that Tanya and
Okay, and Hampi, Harika, and Vaishali.
yeah.
But it's such a big leap from, you were like around 2280 to 23. I think that must have given you a lot of motivation to pursue your chess career more vigorously.
Yeah, I definitely want to work harder and play more and more events.
Brilliant, brilliant, amazing. I remember I interviewed you, and you do very well in the academics as well, right? So this is, I think, the first time where you could play so many tournaments at one stretch.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, when I started playing that time, only the third semester had begun. So I missed all the classes from that time. So now that I have come back, I'll just attend the classes and complete all the assignments which
Oh,
are.
so you're very busy right now, and I'm very glad that you found time for this interview because I think you have to complete all the notes and everything.
Yeah.
So let's look at your three victories, because firstly I want to show the viewers your performance in the tournament. It was, you played so many strong opponents, like almost everyone was about 2400, and somewhere about 2500 as well, and you just lost one game against Alexandra Koschenyuk, and you gained 52 elo points with a rating performance of 2496. Vantika, there are certain events where they say that you become like a seasoned chess player. Maybe this one was for you. When you play 11 such strong opponents, you start feeling chess in a different way. Did that happen to you?
Yeah, actually, yeah, and the tournament atmosphere and everything was very quite amazing. Like in the we were all were staying in the same hotel and even so every day like we also enjoy after the game we would be chilling and playing games like all the Indian players would come and we would play Avalon every day
Oh,
in the
every
night.
day. I got to know that last day everyone played, but yeah, you used to play regularly, yeah?
Yeah, everyone was there. Surya, Ronak, Arjun, Nihal, and even Fabiano, Caruana and MVL would also join us.
Oh, wow. That's
Yeah,
so nice.
yeah.
These are great memories. I know that Surya is the strongest Avalon player. Isn't that true?
Yeah, it's quite true. In the last game also, I was Percival and like he fooled me. He was
Amazing, amazing. And let's go to the game.
yeah.
This is your game against Divya Deshmukh. And Divya and you, have you played against each other before?
Yeah, we have played many times.
Okay. And how has it been in the past?
Yeah, like I think last two games were draw. We had played twice in 2019 and both games had ended in a draw.
Okay. So what would you say is the difference in style in both of you? I think she's very aggressive, yeah, and you are more positional. Is that true assessment?
Yeah, I think it's correct.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So b5, bishop a2, bishop b7, rook d1. As this all normal, but I think b4 maybe too soon, yeah, by her.
Yeah, my pawn structure became like permanently weak after this.
Yeah, and you got your knight here, and then you put your knight on c5. And the interesting thing was, I don't think she can even take this
Yeah,
because at some point I think queen b3 comes and attacks this and this.
first I think some rook b1 and then it was.
Hmm, hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, rook b1, rook, maybe rook
Rook
b8
b8.
loses to rook b7.
Yeah.
Take and take this. So you have to play queen c8, and now you can play queen b3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember now why you should play start with rook b1, because if you play queen b3,
Yeah,
then
I
sorry.
can't. Yeah, queen d6, and if I take, then rook b8 and
Yeah, true. Very nice. This traps the queen. Okay, okay. So you went knight a, she went knight a7. You went knight c5. She took queen takes. And here it was like you have the bishop pair. She has knights, a broken structure, but your king is slightly weak. How did you assess this position?
yeah, like I didn't expect bishop f3. Actually, I was thinking that she'll play knight e4 instead of bishop f3.
Hmm.
Yeah, I was thinking some queen h5 and still because of the pawn structure, knight d2. Yeah, I can take rook d2. And still I thought like I'm better because of her permanently c7 and e6 pawns are weak. So yeah, particularly c7. So
Yeah.
yeah, bishop after bishop f3, this bishop pair I have, and like my king is not as such weak. It's her king that is potentially weak because I have this rook king h1 and then rook can come to this file. So
True. It
yeah,
becomes very strong there. So knight d7, queen h5, knight b5, and now you are like, let's go for the attack. King h1, rook g1, c5, and pawn push. Knight c7. You won the pawn here. Although here it started getting a little bit messy. Yeah, like after knight e5, I was thinking that maybe you would come under pressure, but you kept your cool amazingly. Like you took here, you played bishop c3, d4, and now I mean, if you could take here, there was a possibility with the bishop, but you took
yeah,
with
but
the pawn. Why?
yeah, because this looks simpler. It's much more forcing because knight is attacked, and once you move the knight d5, and like there's just no defense.
Yeah, this is what I want to understand. Knight d3, and once again you went d5. This
Yeah,
is very good quality calculation, not being afraid of these check. Like knight f2, king g2, you have to come out with your king. So I think you must have done a lot of work on your calculation before the event, or
yeah,
or
in,
in
yeah.
general.
In general, I just keep solving some puzzles regularly. So.
Any sources that you can tell us, like people who want to improve their calculation, how can they do it? Like, what do you do?
Yeah, so in chess.com, there are many options of like Puzzle Rush, and also normal puzzles are there, even in Lichess. And there are many books also, like the Encyclopedia of Chess Middle Game, that is good. And some other imagination in chess is also quite good book.
Hmm. So you solve all of these things. Wonderful. Okay. So she went here, and you're like, okay, thank you for the free piece. King g3, rook e3, and now once the pieces got exchanged, queen e5, she can't take the rook because of g7 mate, and you won that game. So that was a good start. When you started playing at the Grand Swiss, what was your aim from the tournament like? Because it was so strong. What did you have in mind?
I was quite glad that I got a chance to play and just wanted to give my best and yeah, play. I was not thinking much about anything else.
Okay, very cool. So here, this was against Carolina Lujan. Did you know her before the game? Like, did you know who she was? And like, because I haven't seen her playing too much.
Yeah, even I didn't know much about her.
Hmm. So you got a very interesting end game here against her. You are a pawn up. Did you think you could win this? How did you convert it? And I mean, how did you plan here?
Yeah, at first, of course, it's like I'm pawn up, but black has very good drawing chances. So I knew that, like, if she plays accurately, then this will end in a draw. But she started, I just thought maybe I want to play some f4, f5 in this position. So first, I tried to improve my king's position. And then I thought I can maybe try f4, f5. So she played rook to b4 so that I cannot
Hmm.
play. Yeah, and slowly I think the one of the main factors how I converted this was time because around this point somewhere she started taking a lot of time, and after like very soon she went into time pressure.
Yeah.
So yeah, that really helped, or else it wouldn't have been easy to convert.
Do you think that her move g5 is a mistake?
Yeah, yeah, it's not that accurate.
So let's say if I wait here, what would you do?
Yeah, I was thinking of playing f4.
Okay, and I let's say I still wait.
Yeah, so f4, then maybe okay, king f3 maybe,
Okay, and I wait.
king g3 and rook a5.
So now if I give you a check, you will block with f3.
Yeah,
And let's say if I go back, you will now go f5.
yeah,
Okay. Hmm. And eventually, like if she does not take, then you would take on g6. Let's say I wait, then take. And if I take with the f pawn, you have a passer. If you take
yeah,
with the king, then g h5 is weak.
yeah.
Very interesting. Very interesting. And so is this like a sure shot winning plan, or does black have any defense?
Yeah, I'm not it's definitely not like enough because even that position, not sure it's winning after I get f4, f5 also.
Hmm.
Because even like fg6, fg6, I'm like, how can I, even if I take, yeah, not sure this is winning.
You even if you push, she will go like king here.
Yeah, king f5 is also there. So
Ah,
play king f4 also, then also like I don't think was still, but maybe she got afraid of this plan and
yeah,
like
yeah. So she
that.
got afraid that this slowly will outmaneuver her, and so she went g5. By the way, such end games, is it worth analyzing them after you come back from a tournament? Does that help you as a player?
Yeah, definitely. I think we should work on our endings as much as we can.
Hmm. But then if your college work is still left, then it's difficult.
Yeah, yeah. First, I have to like complete those works and then I can just focus back.
Correct. Okay. Cool. So g5, you took, king takes, check here,
Yeah.
king h6, and now
I
king
guess yeah, king f4 maybe it was not. I had to start with f4 because king f4 she got rook g6 and somehow all my pieces are because king can't come I with king f4 I wanted to come to g3 h4 something and then push f4, but now it's not really
So this
happening.
was a good move.
Yeah.
And then check king here.
Yeah. Somehow she again like from rook to g6 she got her rook back to like
She shouldn't have given this check.
yeah.
So here. Now you got everything because not
Yeah, I think
only.
yeah, and I think f6 was a mistake because it allowed me to create a passer, and if she doesn't play f6, then it wouldn't have been easy. But after f6, I got this f5, f4, and after e5, like I got these connected passes. So I think f6 was not.
And then you got it. You got this easily. You got your rook in. Yeah, very
Yeah.
nice. Excellent. So a lot to learn from this endgame, and I'm sure you will analyze it deeper as well. And then your favorite game from this event. I think you had already made your IM norm before this game itself, the 10th round, right? So the ninth round you had made your IM norm.
Yes.
This is your first IM norm,
Yeah, this is my first time.
and yeah, so you were playing against Natalia Buksa, who's a strong Ukrainian player, and you played the Najdorf.
Yeah.
You know, Vantika, you say that you are kind of positional player, but then Najdorf is a very kind aggressive opening. Is that true, or
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just playing according to the position. If I have to play aggressively, I mean I can play. I don't think it's a problem.
okay?
Maybe I just like the positional style more and those kind of positions I prefer, but I can also kind of
If
play.
someone makes you attack, then you won't back down.
Yeah.
Till what point was it your prep here?
Yeah, okay. So I knew queen d5, rook e7. Yeah, g4. Yeah, bishop e3, rook b7 was also known.
Hmm. G4.
Yeah, this G4 move was new for me. I had not seen this before.
So her point is that if you take, and take here, your rook is hanging.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
how did you decide that you want to close this with h4?
Yeah, I was kind of also thinking that she might want some knight G3, knight F5 later on. So I thought like with H4, I'm also stopping this knight G3. And then I can just continue my normal plan of development, castle, play like knight D7, and then some castle later on, or rook C7, bishop B7, or yeah.
Hmm, hmm. So you are also planning to short castle here because the pawn is pretty safe on h4. She went back. You went knight d7. She castled. You also castled. Rook d1. Rook c7, and she went f4. So
Yeah,
you.
I took f4 because if I play bishop b7, even that was possible, but I thought after f5 my position would get very cramped because f5 and then maybe some g5. I thought it's not such a practical decision.
But taking here looks good because you get the e5 square for your knight.
Yeah,
But okay, she also has the d5 square, so you first went bishop b7 so that the knight can be taken here. C3 and rook c8. Because if you go knight e5, there is bishop b6, so you have to be still careful. Rook c8, knight h5, g6. She went back. You came to e5. So were you starting to feel confident about your position now?
yeah, it looked quite comfortable here.
Mhm. Knight c4 is a threat, so b3 had to be played. Queen c7, knight e2, rook f e8. Very cool move. Yeah, these little moves are all typical Sicilian ideas. Bishop c6 with the idea of putting more pressure on e4. I think it's a very model game. Rook f1 here, bd4, and now you are like, okay, let's go bishop f8. So let's say if she takes on e5
Yeah, I thought d5,
and take here,
queen f7, rook f7, king f7, and
and
yeah.
how do you assess this position?
I think black is better because I have this bishop pair. My rooks will also activate. Knight is also doesn't have any square. The c5 pawn is just controlling, and bishop on g2 is also very bad. So
Right, right. So in the long term, you have a better position here. So Queen f4 was played. Bishop g7, knight to c1. Rook went to e7. She went b4. And now I would like to ask the viewers to pause this video and try to figure out what Vantika played here, because I think after this move, um you got a very good position.
yeah,
But you know, Vantika, there's like this bishop here on g2 is bad. So for you to, go d5, which you played here, it's not an easy decision, or was it?
yeah. Actually, yeah. Surprisingly, this was the fastest move I made. Like I think I made it very quickly, even less than 1 minute. So
So how does this work? Like, because at the end she was also able to exchange her bad piece. So why did you decide to do that?
yeah. Firstly, her king is very weak now, and then I thought like her king is very weak, and once this bishops also, if I trade, then all my pieces are activating, and the
Hmm.
knight on c is also very passive. So I think main factor is the king, and even in the long run, once I exchange these bishops, then c3 pawn is weak. So I think I was able to use all this in the game.
Right. So she went g5. You played your knight to d7, exchanging the bishops. So take, knight e2, and rook came into c4, knight d4, and you said, okay, thank you for the free pawn. Queen h4. Now it's getting a little bit intense. She wants to maybe give a check here. So you came back. Knight e2. Rook c4 attacks the queen. Knight f4. Every time you attack her queen, the knight tries to shield it. Queen d4. Queen h6.
Yeah, I
Rook.
think queen 6 was not a good decision because there's no mate coming here, and the queen is just out of play.
Maybe she wanted to take this pawn.
Yeah, but yeah, somehow it won't work.
Yeah, yeah. So queen h6. She went. You played now rook to c3.
Yeah,
And now if she takes here, I think
yeah. Then FG6.
fg6. Yeah, you don't have any problems here because your queen can
Yeah,
come back.
G7. Yeah,
So in the end, she went king h2, rook e3.
yeah. So now the knight can't move. So these rooks are also none of our pieces are moving. So
Correct.
and my knight can join next.
Here, you didn't think that, okay, let's take this.
No, I
Yeah.
thought this was the queen didn't deserve to be.
The queen didn't
Yeah,
deserve your two rooks.
yeah,
So check. If she goes back now, h3 would hang. So here, rook f4. And I think by this time you would have seen that mating pattern, yeah?
yeah.
Rook e2, king h1, rook here, and I think had you seen that rook h4 was not working?
Yeah, yeah, obviously rook h4, rook f7, both like queen h2 check is there. So
Yeah, this is beautiful. Take. And I loved this part of the entire game because uh, she cannot move her rook. It's unpinned, but it's still pinned to the square, not to the key.
yeah,
So rook
yeah,
g4, take on g2, take here, queen d5, rook g1, and now you came in with your knight a3, queen e4. Were you sure this is winning, or you just thought this is promising?
Yeah, no, when I took on G2, I was 100% sure that this is winning.
Uh,
Because for rooks, nothing is moving.
this cannot move because of this rook. This rook cannot move because this is pinned. Queen cannot go anywhere because you covered this square up.
Yeah.
Very smart, very smart. So could she have tried to bring her queen here?
Yeah, so in this, there's rook G2, Queen D1 check.
And if she goes to h2, knight f3, if she goes here, then you can already take and check. Very cool.
Yeah.
So, wow, it's kind of zugzwang.
Yeah.
She played this, she took here. But yeah, very pretty game here, and you won. Maybe one of your best games.
Yeah, of course.
Very nice, very nice. And what's next now for you, Vantika? What will you do? I know you'll study, but and then you'll prepare chess. But any tournaments coming up?
No, actually, I wanted to play, but I have university exams in December,
Hmm.
and all the good tournaments happened in December. So, yeah, I will miss those
There is
good.
Sitges, Elo Bragad. There is World Rapid and Blitz, maybe. So
Yeah,
you'll miss all of them.
yeah,
Could you not like tell your university to take re-exams later for you?
yeah. I'm not sure. Like because many people are giving, so they and it's online also. I don't think it would be possible. I'm
Hmm.
kind of thinking checking tournaments in January and after that, but yeah, still no tournaments are there.
But you don't want to do like you don't want to give up on your exams and just go and play and you're like okay 1 year I'll study next year something like that. Right now I'm playing really well. I'll become a GM quickly.
Yeah, but like it's not even 1 month. Some because of to play 1 month, I will just like miss 1 semester. Will go. I'll go behind, and all my friends will also just move ahead. So I don't want to leave.
Yeah, it's a complicated situation for you maintaining your chess and education both. As you said, you're doing economics, right? Or what are you studying?
I'm doing BCom honors.
BCom honors. Yeah, okay. So all the best to you and wish you good luck for your chess as well as exams. And we hope that you quickly become an IM now that you're already a GM and also WGM, and you will also become a GM in the years to come.
Thank you very much, Sagar.
Bye.